Hello. Hello. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, Francis. Unfortunately, I cannot hear you. Still nothing. Nothing yet.
WhatsApp about the call, and it appeared as though everybody except Eliza, like you stated, was on board and ready. I'm not sure if they're just not sure about the time or if they're having the same issues that we are trying to get onto the chat, but maybe wait a little bit. I can see if I can message them and ask. Give me 1 second.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Okay, while you do that, let me just share what the idea behind today's call is. So the main point is for us to get to know each other. I'll be one of the ambassadors that has been assigned to your team, well, to the challenge that your team has been assigned to, and also for you guys to get to know each other as a team. So far, I can gather that you've been messaging each other on WhatsApp, but I'm not sure if you had the time to have a live conference or just an audio call over Skype or Zoom or any other platform. So were you able to have one? Or is this the first one? I'm gonna take this as that this is the first one. So as I said, the main point of today is for you to get to know each other and for me to get to know you as well. I would also like to give you some informational points regarding the conference and the preparation going into the conference, the symposium, excuse me, and also to try to answer any of the questions that you guys might have. Okay. So given that it's already 12 minutes after the hour, I suggest we start the call. Because of the technical issues, I'm going to skip the icebreaker game that I had as an idea for today. And given that Francis cannot talk to us as well, maybe we're going to leave the team building exercises for next time. Hopefully, we are going to have no technical difficulties on our next call. And I'm planning to have a call with you guys next weekend as well, just to see where you're at. But Francis, if you have any questions, you can always type them in the chat, and I'll do my best to answer them. So how does this sound so far, guys?
That sounds good.
It sounds good to me as well.
Okay, good. Let me start then with the informational points that I want to give you. First and foremost, tomorrow, Dr. Taras is hosting a webinar to discuss the challenges, the corporate clients that are providing the challenges, as well as share some insight from the previous two conferences in Miami and Macerata. He will review the work of the students in the past, as well as common mistakes and examples of solutions and great preparation. And we'll also, during the webinar, we'll set some expectations. So it's a very important webinar to attend, and at least several members from your team need to be there, if not everyone. Did you already receive the invitation for tomorrow's webinar? More a question towards Nabil in this situation.
Yeah, you can still hear me, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I was looking. The only one I have is the one that we are doing currently.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible that um
So the webinar is set for tomorrow at 9 a.m. EST or New York time. Uh, I would suggest for you guys go through your emails and email correspondence that you have received with regards to the Calgary Symposium. It should be there. I've talked with two more teams prior to talking with you guys, and everyone had a confirmation from Ex-Culture Global about the webinar tomorrow. So you should have received it.
no, I definitely remember seeing it somewhere. I just can't find it at the moment. So I know I got it. So
Okay, that's great. But please make sure that you be there tomorrow so that you
yeah.
can get all the good information and necessary information. It will be very helpful. Apart from that, there is another webinar coming. It's with the company directly that is providing your challenge. Those webinars are set towards the end of the month. For now, the date is the 24th of June, but you'll get more information as soon as we can solidify all the dates and times. It is crucial that at least one member of your team attends the webinar with the company. For one, this gives you a direct link to your customer, so you'll be able to ask and get answers to all your questions. And I cannot stress how important for you this would be going into the webinar, into the symposium, excuse me. As a person who also participated in the previous webinar, why am I saying webinar all the time? In the previous symposium, this was the time when we got to ask all our questions to points that we couldn't find online or on the ground. So it was extremely helpful. I encourage you to get at least one person on this webinar. Okay?
Okay.
Perfect. So because the webinar will be conducted in a time that is most suitable for the company, so this would be a more US, Canada friendly time. Maybe not all of you can join, but you can discuss among yourself prior to that and have the person who is most suitable to join. Okay. So stay tuned on more information regarding this point. The next piece of information that I want to give you guys is I hope that all of you are part of the Facebook group for the Calgary Symposium. Are you?
Yes.
Awesome. Nabil, do you know if all the other team members are part of the Facebook group?
No, but I know I am, and I can ask really fast. I don't know if I'll get a response immediately, but I presume a few of them have been added to it. But I'll definitely let them know that that was your suggestion.
Yes, please do, because in the Facebook group we share a lot of important information regarding the preparation and the symposium itself. In the group you already have several important posts. First of all, a post by one of the other ambassadors, Yev, that summarizes all the forms that need to be filled out prior to you getting to Calgary. So one of the forms is related to your arrival and departures, another to your food preferences. It's very important for us to get to have all this information so that we can plan accordingly. Another very important post in the group is a viral post by Dr. Taras. It's a very funny and amazing one. It contains his 1-minute introduction video, and he's urging everybody else to respond in the comments with their 1-minute introduction video. So you can get to know all the other people that are coming to the conference. Symposium. Conference and webinar are apparently my favorite words today, so you have to excuse me. So yeah, if you get the time, check those out. Make your own 1-minute video if you haven't already and post it so that all of us can get to know you prior to getting into Calgary. Another important post is a post by Dr. Bomanis, who is actually currently on ground in Calgary, and she posted pictures of the dormitory where we'll be staying, so you can get a feel of where you're gonna go. Besides that, it's a fun way for all of us to connect. I already see people posting travel plans, trying to travel together or see who else is traveling from their country of origin. So it's a very important avenue to explore the Facebook group. Okay, good. So the webinars that are coming, I told you about the Facebook group. I also want to urge you guys to do something fun together, and this is create a logo for your team or a team name or slogan. What we would like to do is in the reception area in Calgary where you'll be registering when you come down, to have a physical poster collage with information about all the teams. And one of the best ways to do that and to highlight this would be a team logo or a team name or slogan. And also, it's a very funny memory and from the experience. When I did Miami, we didn't have this, but nevertheless, my team had a name, and it's a very funny memory that I still keep from that symposium. So I urge you guys to do the same. Since it's going to be a physical poster, you just need to prepare something in advance, but you can discuss it amongst yourselves. So far, so good?
Sounds good.
Great. Okay. Those are the main points that I wanted to highlight from my side. Is there anything that you would like to ask, that you would like to know prior to getting into Calgary? Nothing from Nabil? Nothing from Francis? Yeah.
So besides the Facebook group, is there any other thing I should let the others know in the group really quickly that that we went over in the meeting?
So the Facebook group, yes, it's very important, and there you have several forms that need
Okay,
to be filled
gotcha.
out. So you have a summary post by Yevgeny, who is one of the ambassadors inside the Facebook group. Also, the other very important thing is the webinars. the webinar tomorrow that Dr. Taras is going to conduct, and the webinar for the company that is happening towards
Mhm.
the end of the month. But you get more information as soon as we have it.
Gotcha. Also, is there a pertaining to dress code? Will it be mainly more of like a casual, or is there going to be specific? Like, I know there's going to be both, like business casual and formal, but do you know if there's like, are we mainly going to be in formal clothing? Is there something I should bring more of, or?
So the dress code for the symposium is business casual.
Okay.
You have to be professional looking, but at the same time comfortable because you'll be on your feet quite a lot, and it's a full day experience every day. Apart from that, you have a couple of events that are formal. So this is
Okay.
the final gala, which is a formal event, and the dress code is formal. And we have a gala in the beginning, which is a little bit more relaxed, but still a gala.
Gotcha. Okay.
And of course, for outside of the conference, I think casual would be the best choice. But again, bring something comfy and keep in mind the weather. After all, we are still going to Canada,
Hmm.
and we've been warned by our Krugerian ambassadors and counterparts that the weather can be freaky. They're even expecting potentially snow in the coming days, which is very unusual, at least for me, for June. But it's a possibility, so keep that in mind as well. Apart from that, as the as the symposium approaches, for sure you'll get even more detailed information from X-Culture Central when it comes to dress code and additional points. That's what happened for Miami, at least, and I'm expecting the same thing this time around. Okay.
Okay.
Good. Anything else that troubles you that I can address?
Really quickly, as for that email link from Voss, do you know if it was in an email from one of the ambassadors, or would it be in an email from like X Culture, like that, um, like admin?
It should be from an email from X-Culture admin.
Okay.
I don't have it either.
I don't have that either, and I just asked the group, and I was gonna ask them.
Hmm. My
Oh,
suggestion,
why don't you send us a link, Lily?
unfortunately, I don't have it on me right now
Okay.
because we don't really get the same information as you guys,
Uh-huh.
participants versus ambassadors. And I think at the same time, we have a different meeting, ambassadorial one. Because we do have a lot of prep to do prior to you guys coming. But if you don't have it, and I'll do my best to find it and send you the link as soon as possible. But if you don't have it, my best suggestion would be just to address it to the Facebook group, because for sure somebody there will answer much faster.
Okay.
But I'll do my best to check out this as well.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Is there anything else I can help with? Okay. Well, if you don't have any other questions, and Francis, I'm not sure if you can hear us, or
He
if
can
you.
he can hear what everything we're saying. Definitely is
Oh,
what I've been told. Yeah.
okay. This at least is good. At least from one side, we
Yeah.
have in communication. Uh, if you have any questions yourself, Francis, feel free to type in the chat, or if anything else pops up, do not hesitate to write me back. You already have my email, or you can always mm, post a question in the Facebook group. Somebody will definitely be there to answer, whether it's from the ambassadors or the admin team or somebody else that has the info. Since it's a big group, it's much faster for sure.
So
Yeah.
is this the airport group, or what is the challenge? Is this the challenge group for the airport or municipality or Lake Louise?
It's
Lake
Lake
Louise?
Louise. Yes,
Lake Louise, okay.
Lake Louise. But more information on this will come tomorrow at the webinar.
Mhm. Okay, good.
That's why it's so important to go to these webinars as much as you guys can. If all of you can join, that would be perfect. But even please make sure that you have at least one representative of the team. Otherwise, you're missing out crucial info.
Okay.
Great. Well then, as I said, the Facebook group, all the info there, the webinars, and I would like us to have another meeting like this, just the team, hopefully with no issues next weekend. I'll send you information later on, well, probably in the beginning of the week, so you have enough time to work out your plans.
Yeah, I'll definitely my camera will be working by then because I'll experiment a little bit with it. And now that Francis and I have gotten a little bit of experience on how to navigate the Zoom and everything, so we'll let everybody else in the group know that it's more important to see if they can get in there and mess around with it before and get their stuff figured out. So I look forward to our meeting next week then. So when things are better.
For sure, yeah. I do hope we don't get any more issues, because it's really important to get to know each other prior to getting there. It helps us. From my personal experience, those Skype calls were really, really important prior to getting to the symposium. Even if they were in the wee hours of the morning, mind you. My team, we had such uncomfortable time zones. For me, it was always 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, but it was fun, nevertheless. And it helps a lot, to be honest with you.
I'll have a good weekend. We'll see you maybe tomorrow.
Hopefully, yes. Have a good weekend, you guys. Thank
Yes, I'll see you
you.
guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.